Hello, this is going to be a video on how you can one-shot zealots with an aspect at the end and do about 17,000 damage per hit with a aspect at the end. Because I made another video that was showcasing how to get to zealots, but it was getting an aspect of the dragons, which a lot of people were like, dude, I don't have time, that's way too much work, I don't want to do that. Well, because getting an AOTD when you can't grind eyes is a lot of work, but it's worth it. But recently, I have been trying to go for number one gold collection, so I sold literally everything I owned, and I'm like, I need to make money. I even sold my sword. So I just tried to set up the cheapest possible one-shot zealots, or the cheapest possible setup I could get that I can one-shot zealots with, and I was like, hey, might as well make a video on it. So the first step is getting coins, right? You still need coins. You still need a solid 250, or not 250, a solid 1.23 or a 1.3 million coins. Okay, that's how much you need. But at this point in the game, if you sell whatever crap armor and crap sword you have, you'll probably get there. I'm being honest. Like, if you sell just everything, like say at this point you have a Raider X and maybe Ender armor, like sell that stuff, right? So the first step, go over to the old auction house, alright? You're gonna want to go Enderman. You see, I would recommend going for a common or rare one because you're only getting it for the crit damage it gives you. But high level common Endermans are for some reason very expensive. But if you just go here to an epic one, you can pick up, like earlier today, yeah, look, like level 42. That's a scam, but like just check on the auction house, and if you can't get a good deal on the auction house, just buy the cheapest one and then go over to the bazaar, or go over to the bazaar and get the mats to craft a greater carrot candy, which will bring it to about level 40, which is all you need. So my Enderman, which I haven't put any, I've put one candy on it, but I bought it with one candy. But my Enderman gives me 48 crit damage, and I don't even have a good boost on it. I have a forging boost because that's what it came with when I got it. But I got it at level like 15, and now it's level 65 because that's just what I use for grinding zealots, because it gives me tons of experience, or not experience, tons of damage, right? So that's 50 crit damage for free right there, right? Then, at this point, you should have about 1.1 mil left, which is good. So you're gonna go aspect of the end, or E, right? You're gonna go lowest price. You're gonna scroll up a bunch. You're gonna go until you find a hot potato bucket one. So right here, boom, 850k. I got mine for 800,000 coins the other day, but like 850k, you can get a hot potato bucket aspect of the end, right? And then once you have that, you need talismans. So at this point in the game, you shouldn't have too many talismans, but there are a couple of talismans you can get for free. So you're going to want to get all these. You're going to want to go over to the blacksmith. You're going to want to reforge You're going to want to reforge them all to strong, okay? Strong gives, forceful. Excuse me, that. Forceful. This gives you the most damage. Doesn't make your, like, look, I'm holding my sword, and I'm not even in the end, so these stats are doubled, essentially. I have 248% crit damage, right? But when I'm in the end, because I have ender armor, I have about 400% crit damage and 350 strength, which is really good. But, so the thing is now, you need talismans, right? So get the talismans from the NPC, then you're gonna come over, right? Then you're gonna come over to the bazaar, right? Or not the bazaar, the auction house, I'm dumb, okay. So we're gonna go lowest price, we're gonna go uncommon. 20k, 40k, boom. That is 10 strength, alright? Rare. You don't need it on bin, but if you're on auctions, you can pick one of these up for 100k candy ring, and you can pick up a feather artifact for 32,000 coins, because no one bids on them. If you go to epic, not worth. And then if you come back over here to rare, you can maybe pick up a fish affinity talisman for 100,000 coins, or bat talisman, but that's very optional. You don't need it. That's just nice. It just makes your life easier. So once you have this is a lot. I have a pretty good amount of talismans. If you have, that's weird. If you have half this amount of talismans, like half this, like literally just these 2 rows, which you can pick up for solid 200k, you're gonna be good, okay? And then what you're gonna want to do is buy Ender armor, right? Go auction house, go Ender, all right? This is one of the most essential parts, all right? Ender, and then it's about 50,000 coins, so 250,000. Oh no, sorry, 200,000 coins for a set, but it will cost you about 300,000 coins for the full set, including getting the Growth 5 books to get your health up. So yeah, and then very, very, very critical part is if it isn't already, you need to go over to the blacksmith and reforge your Ender armor. Oops. To Fierce. Okay, that is very necessary. The new reforge system makes it not too hard to reforge anymore, so it's not the end of the world reforging. It's not going to take all your coins. So at this point, you're completely broke, or at least if you had the amount of coins I said you should be completely broke. All right. So now you're going to be like, I need money, which means you need to go to the end. Actually, first I need to put my coins away. I don't want to die with 15 mil on me. That would be depressing. Right, so then you're gonna go to the end. Right, you're with your Enderman pet out. So I'm a best case scenario here because I have a pretty high level Enderman pet with a lot of talismans. But oh yeah, and you also need your aspect of the end on sharp for the extra 14% crit damage here. 13k, okay? That's with farmer boots. Let me just put regular boots on, 15,000 damage. Alright, 15,000, and with potions, I get, alright, let's just hit them, 19,000 with the ender boots on. That is really good, okay? So that is 19,000 damage you can deal with the ender set, and a hot potato bug aspect at the end with like nothing on it, or not nothing on it, but with like not that many talismans. Because you see, I was dealing an extra 6,000 damage. Like I could take off like this row of talismans, and then I'd still be able to do that. Which brings me to my next point of, you're like, yeah, this looks great, but how am I gonna get the base 1.5 million coins? That? Okay, you're either gonna have to. Okay, there's 2 things. You either have to set up diamond minions, which you can do pretty easily. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the hub. I'm gonna go to a. Oh, I'm already in a menu. Okay, so you're gonna come over to the hub here. You're gonna go over to the old bazaar. You're gonna get 3 inventories worth of diamonds. Okay, maybe 5-ish. 5 inventories worth of diamonds, which would bring you to about 50,000 coins, depends on how many you get. And with that much, you can make 5 or however many inventories you get. So let's say 7. You can get 7 tier 4 diamond minions, which can make you 200 to 300,000 coins per day if you have, or every 24 hours, if you have the regular compactor. And because it is a mining minion, you don't need a super compactor. Well, in some cases it's nice if you have like catalysts, but at this point that's not, you're not worrying about that. So that will make you enough money on top of your forging and whatever else your income is, like maybe interest or whatever, okay? So like with a God Splash run, I don't have that because I didn't want to just be like, oh yeah, I do 20,000 damage with a God Splash. But with a God Splash, I do 25,000 damage with full Ender armor, and with farmer boots, I obviously get 400% speed, and I can one-shot zealots very easily. And I'm actually just as fast as a young user with, I'm just as fast as a young user, and I do just as much damage too. So yeah. So this is how you can get to one-shotting zealots for about 1.5 million coins, which is even cheaper than before. Before it was about 5 mil, because that's how much an AOTD costs max. So yeah, if you like it, please, I need likes. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful to you. And if you're having trouble on the talisman end, I made a video on a talisman guide, how to get all the easy ones, or like most of the ones I have here that are very easy to attain. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next one.